Thank you. Tonight, a major shakeup in one of the most anticipated legal cases ever coming out of Atlanta. Fulton County District Attorney is no longer prosecuting the case looking into the 2020 allegations of election interference by our now President Donald Trump.
And President Trump celebrated the ruling today from the White House. Atlanta News First senior reporter Patrick Quinn joining us live outside the Fulton County Courthouse. So, Patrick, what happened here and what happens next?
Joe, a lot to unpack for so many of you at home. You've been watching this case for running on 5 years now. Today, the Georgia Supreme Court, with a narrow 4-3 decision, they decided not to hear DA Fani Willis's appeal to stay on this case. So she is off the case. Who is now prosecuting this case? Well, that's up to one man, the executive director of the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia. I sat down with him today to get some answers.
Does that mean this case is dead in the water?
No. What that means is this particular prosecutor, District Attorney Fani Willis, is now off the case.
DA Fani Willis is no longer prosecuting the 2020 allegations of election interference by now President Donald Trump and other defendants. And who is now on the case? That's up to Pete Skandalakis, Executive Director of the Prosecuting Attorneys Council of Georgia.
I think the public wants some finality. Make a decision. Let's go.
Skandalakis said he could choose the state attorney general, another district attorney, solicitor general, a private attorney, or himself to take up the case. Willis was disqualified by a lower court because of the appearance of impropriety tied to her romantic relationship with then special counsel Nathan Wade. At the White House, President Trump applauded the ruling.
It was a great decision. It was a rigged case to start off with.
Fani Willis declined an on-camera interview and said in a statement she's disappointed by the ruling, but added, quote, "I hope that whoever is assigned to handle the case will have the courage to do what the evidence and the law demand."
This is a substantial loss for Fani Willis.
Criminal defense attorney Joshua Schiffer said the ruling shows trial courts hold the power to determine who litigates a case. Emory law professor Jonathan Nash said with Trump now the president, the next prosecutor may feel they'll run into roadblocks to get a conviction.
Is it effectively dead in the water is the question. And I think probably it is.
Skandalakis told me he has not made any calls yet of potential new prosecutors, but said he must move methodically to help restore public trust in the legal system.
We're going to have to look deeply into what connections the prosecutor I'm looking at had with DA Willis, with the defendants, with other people involved in the case.
And a lot could still happen here. The next prosecutor, they could take some defendants off the list. They could take some charges off of the list. Skandalakis, he told me that he would like to see some movement in his decision within the next 2 weeks. And remember, if this case continues to be heard, it will be heard right here in Fulton County. In downtown Atlanta, Patrick Quinn, Atlanta News First.
Patrick, thank you. Let's get to our next.